The profile of people who smoke pot is basically everybody. Doctors smoke pot, attorneys smoke pot, real estate agents smoke pot, hippies smoke pot, and conservative people who go to church every single Sunday smoke pot too.
This is the most valuable part. The mind-altering part of cannabis, or its psychoactive compound, is called tetrahydrocannabinol, known as THC. And the marijuana grown today has been cultivated to contain the optimum amount. The attraction of smoking cannabis. 2.6 million people have tried it in the UK, and police estimate that 1.5 million of those smoke skunk. Smoke held in the lungs enters the bloodstream through a network of capillaries. The blood quickly enters the brain, where THC binds to receptors. The first hints of intoxication can be felt within 10 seconds. Most commonly, time slows to the user. Space appears vast. Sexuality, spirituality, and the senses all appear enhanced. Euphoria increases.
Hi, boys.
There are some cannabis farms that are exempt from police attention. They are in Canada, where the world's first nationwide medical marijuana law was introduced. That means a select group of people can legally grow and use cannabis for medicinal reasons. Here, 300 plants are grown in water fortified with nutrients, a system known as hydroponics. Sam Malachi runs the farm. He became convinced of the benefits of cannabis when a bad car accident left him in chronic pain. A cocktail of prescribed painkillers took a toll on his liver.
I never grew marijuana up until 6 years ago. Never grew it before in my life.
Sam's factory is a perfect example of how growers have developed sophisticated techniques to cultivate cannabis and create perfect plants.
I like the highest THC content that I can.
Sam's aim isn't to achieve the mellow high of the 60s. He wants the strongest cannabis possible. The flowering heads of the female plants are the ultimate goal, containing nearly 18% levels of psychoactive THC. Sam is licensed to grow for himself and 2 patients. He insists he's manufacturing medicine, not a drug to simply get you high.
My objective here is to show people, educate them as to other alternatives for pain relief, not cures, pain relief. The plan I'm putting into place is to manufacture butter, marijuana butter, which can be put into food products that people can absorb. Then what we do here at the farm, once it's steamed and cured, this is what comes out. No leaf, no powder, just straight old butter. And from the butter, we end up making cookies, different types. There's butterscotch, different types of granola bars.
The butter can be used just like any other. The difference is the THC content gives it an earthy taste.
Chocolate chips in it and marijuana. This is considered a medication now. I don't have pain. If I do, I'll have a cookie. Compare it. Now, what would people sooner want? Would they want the pills, or would they sooner have a cookie to get the same relief?
Cannabis is caught in the middle between federal government and some states that have passed their own medical marijuana laws. 12 years ago, California became the first US state to legally allow marijuana as medicine. The intention was to offer relief to terminally ill patients, those suffering from advanced stages of HIV/AIDS and cancer. People like Robin Few.
The doctor took one look at me. He said, "You have lymphoma." Within a couple hours, had me in the hospital, and within a few days, I was doing chemo. So I was shocked. You know, I never thought of cancer. You know, how you don't plan on cancer.
Chemotherapy sessions have changed Robin's active lifestyle forever.
Hey.
Hello, Dr. Abrams.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Her oncologist is Don Abrams. For the past 28 years, he has seen firsthand how marijuana helps his patients.
Deep breath for me. Cannabis is the only drug that decreases nausea and vomiting and also increases appetite. Mouth open. Also, I think people sleep better, and a little bit of euphoria I don't find is a negative thing in people that are facing malignant diagnoses.
On Dr. Abrams' recommendation, Robin uses a vaporizer. It heats up the cannabis, releasing a gas, which is gentler than smoke.
All right. But the best part is yet to come. See, there's all this vapor in there. Takes a little while, can sit around and smoke on this baggie for a little while. I never have nausea. I'm hungry all the time. You know, I feel like the more cannabis that I smoke, the less of the narcotics that I take. So that's been really helpful to me. They say I look better than I've looked in 2 years, and that freaks me out because I'm dying of cancer, you know.
Using dope as medicine is controversial. In California, there are more than 200,000 patients licensed to smoke cannabis by their doctor, and there are nearly 300 outlets dispensing the drug. But under US federal law, it remains illegal. The feds see medicinal use as a halfway house to legalization.
How you doing today?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good, thanks.
I was looking for something that could help me with sleeping.
Okay, well, you'd want to go with your most indica, and these are our 3 high grades.
Which one would you recommend?
I like to go for buds and less stem, so I'd go with that nice one right there.
Okay.
It takes just $150 and a medical to get a doctor's recommendation to smoke marijuana for medicinal use in California.
All right.
You're all set. Have
Thank
a great
you.
day.
The medical use laws aren't straightforward, changing from county to county and even town to town. In Oakland, California local law allows licensed patients to smoke cannabis. One of the town's districts has even got a new nickname, Oaksterdam. Richard Lee is the unofficial mayor of Oaksterdam. A broken back left him in a wheelchair 18 years ago.
Hey, how's it going?
He uses and advocates medical marijuana,
See you later.
but also sees it as a valuable business for the city.
First won their first softball game this last week. Yeah, he's our star shortstop, right?
We saw this area of Oakland that needed revitalization, just very run down, a lot of empty storefronts. And so we saw that the cannabis industry, the cannabis businesses could work in this area and help improve it and bring economy back to the area.
6 years ago, $24 million worth of medical marijuana was sold in Oaksterdam. Nearly $3 million of this was paid in sales tax to the city. But under US federal law, the growing, selling and use of marijuana is illegal, and federal law surpasses state and local laws. So, despite widespread support here, medical use of marijuana is fraught with risk.
We have closed down quite a few clubs, and it has been somewhat of a setback, a counterattack, but I think we're holding strong, and that time, will win out.
We don't go after the terminally ill, the person out there that's sick, dying. We don't go after that. We don't go after the guy who's smoking out in the street corner. We go after the organizations that are supplying this illegal narcotics.
To help users stay clear of the law and get the best use out of cannabis, Richard has set up his own university.